per day.
190 to 166.
There's Apple's under pressure.
You buy stocks on Tuesday and sell them on Friday.
Market is as volatile as you'll ever see.
Traders saying this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen anything like it. The movement in oil.
Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the Nasdaq100 futures chart. Just before I start today's video, anyone who's interested in joining my Signal team and copying my personal trades, then please do not hesitate to visit my website dailymarketmovements.com. I charge a very small subscription fee of $29.99. But let's talk about the Nasdaq100. The Nasdaq100 is rallying rather nicely here during today's trading session. Of course, it's the last trading session of the week before we head into the weekend, of course. And we're just trading shy of 12,000, and it looks very, very certain to me that we are currently trading in this wedge. So if I just go and draw a wedge pattern here for you all, just so that you can kind of understand where we're at, I think that we're kind of getting condensed into this very small area here for the Nasdaq100. So let's just go and have a little zoom in just so we can see it from a slightly more closer perspective. So this is the kind of wedge that we are trading in. We are approaching that top side. I think that any gains are capped at around 12,050, and then ultimately we do break down. Now, what has happened during the trading session today? Well, we got some retail numbers in, and wow, retail sales was very strong. So that was very good for the markets, and I think that's why the markets are trading in the green today. Same here with the S&P 500. We're up around 1.5%. Nasdaq's up around 1.2%. So the markets are, blatantly cheering that retail sales number. But we did also hear some earnings from a few banks. So we had Citigroup, for example. They actually had quite a good earnings report. They, they kind of beat on both bottom and top. Beating their expectations, which was very, very good and very positive, especially after JP Morgan's shocker yesterday. But we also heard from investment banks like BlackRock, and that wasn't so bright. So I'm very fearful, especially as we go into next week. I think that we're going to hear a bad number from Goldman Sachs, as they trade very similar to JP Morgan. They're very dependent on investment banking, and of course, when the market is down as much as it is to date, investment banking typically lags as well. So I think Goldman Sachs is going to have a terrible quarter, and I think come Monday next week, guys, we're just going to see this negative sentiment return to the market, and it will only be a matter of time until we go and test this week's lows, and we could even break below them. I am fully aware that at this moment in time we are still basically forming some higher lows, but as I mentioned, we're trading within this wedge. I fully anticipate us to go and test the bottom of this wedge as we do start to hit from a few of these companies next week. And I do anticipate a breakdown towards 11,000. I think that we go and test 11,000. We've also got companies like Tesla and Microsoft reporting their earnings next week, and it's going to be a shocker. I'm telling you that right now. Be careful, because Microsoft, for example, I said this during yesterday's video, the majority of their business is formed in Europe, So, and of course, with the euro as weak as it is against the strong US dollar, there are massive FX headwinds. And, at this moment in time, people are being cautious when it comes to spending money. So I think this earnings season is going to be very ugly. And I do not believe the lows are in yet for either the Nasdaq100 or the S&P 500. Any rallies like seen today should be shorted.
500,000 barrels per day.
190 to 166.
There's Apple's under pressure.
You buy stocks on Tuesday and sell them on Friday.
Market is as volatile as you'll ever see.
Traders saying this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen anything like it.